social justice, that they could be pro-worker and pro-business. The Hall, it seems, responded well. Liam Halligan, our business economics editor, is still with us. I thought there was a lot of great words there. I didn't get the sense that was that much detail.
There wasn't much detail, but as we said, as we were waiting to hear the Shadow Chancellor stand up, it's all about expectations, it's all about creating the notion that Labour are the responsible party with our public finances. And indeed, as predicted, she said, I'm proud to have worked at the Bank of England. She was an economist at the Bank of England. Labour will never waver in our commitment to fiscal responsibility, economic responsibility. The Tories are out of control. Again, Labour trying to paint the Tories as running a casino economy. And indeed, as the Shadow Chancellor was speaking, the pound's actually been recovering this morning. It's back where it was this time yesterday, before it slumped from about $1.08 to $1.03 in Asian markets. But there's speculation now, Gloria, and it's firming up, as the Shadow Chancellor was speaking, that the reason the pound is regaining is because financial markets expect the Bank of England to come in with some kind of emergency interest rate rise or another form of intervention. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen. All I'm saying is that I'm in touch with people in the financial markets who are saying this is why the pound is going back up again, because they're expecting some kind of emergency intervention. If that happens, that is a political gift for Labour, but for GBNews viewers and listeners at home and elsewhere, that means higher mortgage rates, higher borrowing costs, and a higher cost of living.
Now, Labour are in positive mood at this conference. Now, of course, we've only just had that, I'm not going to call it a mini-budget, because it was the most dramatic financial statement I think any of us
biggest tax cuts in 50 years.
Can remember. Yeah. Now, it might work. The government's policies, the government's plans, it might lead to growth. We just don't know. Rachel Reeves doesn't know. None of us know for certain.
It may well indeed. I could sit here and give a lot of good reasons why the pound should be holding up. The fact that UK national debt is lower than most other G7 countries. The fact that some financial institutions are predicting quite strong growth for the UK. So it could work, and if it does work, it strikes me, if the government, Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng, can get through this really difficult period of market scrutiny, and there'll be all kinds of traders getting together trying to do what we call shorting the pound, betting on its decline to try and bring the decline about, as happened back in 1992 when we crashed out of the exchange rate mechanism. It may be, if we can get through this period, then the government will get onto a higher growth path. Let's be clear. Rachel Reeves said Labour would reverse that cut in the top rate, the additional rate of income tax, from 45 pence in the pound to 40%. But Labour are not going to reverse Tory plans to bring in a cut in the basic rate of income tax from 20 to 19 next spring, which costs far, far, far more money. You have to borrow a lot more to bring in that tax cut in the short term than the top rate of tax.
Liam, you're going to be joining us with your expert analysis